Oh, hello again. Long time no see. Where have I been? More on that at the end of the video. I went and bought a ColecoVision. It's nice. Yeah, just one town over. 10, 15 minutes drive. Got it for $50 with 3 games. I have to say I quite enjoy the joystick on the ColecoVision. It's more, I don't know, just feels more comfortable compared to the Intellivision disc, which I still haven't gotten used to. Anyway, it's in good shape. Just a few minor scratches, a little bit of dirt. Good guy, bought it from. He actually sold soccer goods for a long time online. Then some big sports store opened, so he had to change strategy and start selling retro systems. He gets them from Vancouver Island, from a pretty neat store there. I can't say I get out to Vancouver Island much anymore. It's the ferry fees have gotten so high, and the waiting times and the lineups are just extraordinarily long year-round now. Yeah, you got the expansion module. Always good to have an expansion module. Attach all the various expansions into it. Anyway, on to the games. I got Donkey Kong. Yeah, the pretty good rendition of this arcade classic. What was it? The Coleco had the rights to make Donkey Kong games, and they were summarily accused of making the Intellivision and 2600 version of Donkey Kong inferior, which I think to some extent they did. So, bit of espionage or sabotage there, I guess. Anyway, classic game, well represented on the ColecoVision. Then we have Donkey Kong Jr. Yeah, Donkey Kong Jr. I think it's challenging, not as challenging as Donkey Kong. I think Donkey Kong was just too hard for the younger crowd, so they created Donkey Kong Jr. Not that it's like it's not that it's not without its challenge too, but it's definitely a little bit easier. I always liked it. Burger Time. Yeah, fun game in its own right. Plays a little different, the Intellivision version. Not extremely different, but a tad different. Still a good version. Probably try to get the NES version as well. Get kind of a trifecta going there. Burger Time. Nah, a bit before my time actually. Burger Time. I just sort of missed that one. You know, Donkey Kong had the most of the limelight, so Burger Time was kind of a generational thing. It didn't transfer over the decades as much as Donkey Kong did. On these three, I got the Electronic Boutique. I was just browsing, seeing what I could find, you know, for a good deal. Got all the stickers off these, but they're still tacky. I need to get some Goo Gone. Hair dryer does the trick, you know, getting the stickers off, but the glue just remains. At Tokobot Plus, Mysteries of the Karakuri. Yeah, I got this one for $5 and change. Originally a PSP game, and then they made a PS2 port. If you liked Steambot Chronicles or Pikmin or The Misadventures of Tron Bonne, you'd probably like this game. It's I don't know, kind of wordy, I guess. Everywhere you go, somebody has something to say. So, you know, if that kind of thing drives you crazy, you'd probably hate this game. Well, you know, I'm enjoying it. Got a little army of Tokobots that you can use to do various things to traverse the environment. It's entertaining, but the aforementioned dialogue aspect really creates a bit of a time sink, so you gotta have a lot of spare time to play it. Here we have Spy Fiction. Doesn't change. I had this game before. Unfortunately, I never got around to playing it. I played it once, and then that was it. Coming back to it, I begun to appreciate the I guess, like, graphics quality. The game plays a lot like Metal Gear Solid in the sense that, you know, Splinter Cell plays a bit like Metal Gear Solid, just that whole stealth genre. You know, but it still has its own play control system, its own gimmicks too. There's a disguise mechanic whereby Billy Bishop or Sheila Crawford can take on the appearance of people that wander around in the game. There's a little bit of physical limitation. Sheila can only mimic moderately sized men, and same thing with Billy Bishop. He's just too damn big to disguise himself as any of the lady characters. So, you know, interesting game. Not a bad camera system. You know, for what looks to be a Japanese-made game. It's surprising how much camera control and they gave you. Graphically, it's definitely a showcase. Good example of you know, concentrating the PlayStation 2's rendering output. You know, again, like Metal Gear Solid, just that perfect compromise of detail and abundance of objects on screen. And we have Project Snowblind.
Coordinate at the next objective mark.
Yeah, here's what is it? It was supposed to be a spiritual successor to the Deus games, but without the stealth aspect and more of an action-oriented setup. Has some of the familiar sights, you know, like Asian countries, and I guess the story's a bit like RoboCop. You know, you get injured in the line of duty, and then you know, they rebuild you into a cyborg. Yeah, it's a high quality game, I think. I don't want to oversell it, but this game should have sold a lot better than it did. Yeah, the controls are solid. The graphics are decent. It's a much better looking PlayStation 2 game than when I played it originally, which was on Xbox. And on Xbox it looked good, but it you know, it was kind of lacking because of the whole cross-platform aspect. Yeah, I got this for 99 cents. This thing had stickers all over it. I actually managed to wear a hole through the paper sleeve here. Guess I'll be visiting the cover project. You know, I gave it a shot because I don't have a printer, so I had this actually I got it at the boutique, but it originally came from Blockbuster. Had a big Blockbuster sticker here. Like I said, still very tacky, a little sticky here and there. I nearly didn't buy one, but I found a TurboGrafx 16. Cost me $80. That's about the best I could do. And you can see that right there. I think I broke the tabs off of here when I pulled this back cover off. Yeah, I can see the little, what's left of it anyway there. It was quite stiffly on there. Yeah. Not a very good design, that aspect. The sort of covering tab for the decent shape. Same guy I got the ColecoVision from. Actually, he held that ColecoVision for me for a whole month. So I asked about it. He was selling a ColecoVision and an Intellivision together, and asked if I could buy it separately. And then was it based on my purchase of this? He agreed to hold it for me for a whole month. So anyway, decent shape. Don't know what I'm going to do about that, but anyway. Only came in one game, but it was better than the other deal I was brokeraging with another person. They wanted $80 and no game at all. Anyway, I got Keith Courage and Alpha Zone. Notoriously not exactly the best choice of game to pack with the TurboGrafx 16. It's sort of like Attack a Demon Head, but not nearly as interesting or deep in gameplay. Actually, the first time I actually saw a TurboGrafx 16 was at a trade show booth at in Vancouver. We have a amusement park called Playland. Yeah, Playland also has a P&E area, which is, well, anything can be there, you name it. There's a concert hall for music concerts. Well, anyway, the year that this came out, they had a trade show, had a tent up, and that's when I first played the TurboGrafx 16. I'd say I always thought it was a good machine. You know, it obviously it didn't light the world on fire over here in North America, but you know, it still had its niche following, and I never knew anybody who had one. I mostly just played the demo unit at the Toys R Us usually. That's usually where they had them. And here's the DIN connector, which does differ. Remember Dan was saying that the PC Engine used a completely different DIN, and it sure does. This thing's huge, actually. The North American, you know, North American variation there. It's kind of a large DIN. Yeah, I like the controller. It's comfortable. You got your turbo settings and start, select 1 and 2. And nieces, they actually fit their tiny thumbs quite well. The little D-pad and the buttons there. The only complaint I have with this controller is the cord length is so bloody short. I feel like getting a turbo tap just to, you know, extend the controller a bit further. That's the one thing, you know, don't skimp on your cords. I mean, that's something the original Xbox had, which was extra long cords with that breakaway thing. That was one of the better things about the Xbox. Original Xbox controller was that aspect. They didn't skimp on the cord. I mean, it's wire. It's got to be like I don't know, the cheapest substance, you know, to manufacture and buy and incorporate into your product. I mean, I don't know why they made it so short. Yeah, here's the Nintendo I promised Dan here. I haven't got around to shipping it. Decided to show it off. Got it for 20 bucks. Included all the accessories. They're around here. I took this apart, cleaned it up. It's in good shape. The cartridge slot's really nice. It's just smooth action. Yeah, Dan can disable the lockout chip if he wants to, but I've had very little blinking with this unit. My Nintendo's got a grip like a vice when I bent the pins. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, Dan, so I'll get this out to you probably by the end of April. So, what have I been up to? I've mostly been hanging out at the Pixelation forum, Way of the Pixel, and the AtariAge forums. I finally got around to starting the pixel art guides I had for those systems. I've got up to let's see, the Atari 2600, the Intellivision, and recently the ColecoVision. And it's just taken a lot of time. It's kind of matured over a month or so, and just been delving into the technical aspects of these game machines. You know, because I have a keen interest in making some home brews, and hope to get that done someday. So anyway, I'm going to put some links down, and you can take a look at these pixel guides I've been working on. Now, if you've ever been interested in how these things operate or what their limitations are, the 2600 guide is a little long, but the Intellivision and ColecoVision ones are a little shorter and easier to read in less than half an hour probably. I've had a few bites. I've had a few people, you know, give it a go on drawing pixel art within these restrictions that I've described. Just want to take the opportunity to recommend you all join AtariAge. Become a member of there. It's not just Atari, it's not just programming. There's Coleco and television, even current gen systems are discussed and talked about. High Score Club. Just a really broad forum that I recommend you all join. Anyway, hopefully it won't be as long again for a new video. Sorry to all the other people I subscribe to. I've just been so busy I haven't even had time to watch much either. Anyway, I'll see you later.